Hi, my delicious jelly beans. It's been raining so much these couple of days that I need some rainbow colours in my life. So I'm going to use Let's Resin Neons and a coaster mould. I so need a nicer coaster mould. I'm also going to be using J Addiction UV in high viscosity as I want a thick viscosity for this technique. All products will be in my description box along with juicy discount codes. I've gone with the colours deep pink, green, blue, purple, lemon and orange red. You can use any colour you prefer. For this effect, I prefer using Q-tips to rub the pigments onto the mould, as I want it to be as intense as possible. I've decided to do it in lines, but you could do it in so many other ways, such as circles, or just go in sporadically. The aim is to cover the whole mould in delicious rainbow colours. Don't laugh. My drawing is atrocious, I know, but I just need something to guide me. I've decided to go for a spiral design. Now we need to use the UV resin and a UV torch. I'm starting at one edge of the mould and then going around it in circles, starting with big dots of UV resin. Then, as I start going in towards the spiral, I will make smaller and smaller dots. You can do this with any design you want. You could even put a stencil and brush some UV resin on top. The possibilities are endless. As you place the dots of UV resin, remember to cure it for 20 seconds with a UV torch. The good thing about using such a thick viscosity UV resin is that it practically stays put and doesn't start spreading, giving you more control. Once you've completed it, cure it under a UV lamp for 2 minutes, under and over. Whilst that's curing, I wanted to go over something in my last video where I used a nail stamp to create the effect. I was asked if it would be possible to add the effect directly onto the mould. And I thought, that's actually quite a good idea, and I hadn't thought of it, so I'm going to try it out. I did the reverse, obviously, as we need the colour to be on top of the acrylic paint. I'm using this mould just to try it out. Okay, so it doesn't work, and it's because it won't adhere to the mould. So let's try by adding some isopropyl alcohol. Yay, it works. I so love this crackle effect. I'll pour some resin over it to make sure though, and we can then see if it definitely 100% works. This has cured, and now for the fun part. With a wet wipe and some isopropyl alcohol, we want to eliminate and clean in between the UV resin dots. Do it slowly and softly so not to dislodge the dots. Use a Q-tip to get into and around the edges. RESINERS kindly sent me their new bubble popper machine to try out. It has 3 different timer sets and it bips when it's finished. It also holds more capacity so you can add more cups. I already had the older, smaller machine which I loved and used it every day, so I know that this new bigger version was going to work perfectly. It also came with 10 cups. And they also sent me some glass shards, some dried flowers, and these two gorgeous glitters. So I'm going to prepare some resin. As you can see, there's quite a few bubbles in my pot, and the machine is sucking them all out. I've time-lapsed it so you can see. The resin is ready, and just look how there are barely to no bubbles. I love this machine. I'm going to add some white pigment, and I want it pretty opaque. It's important you mix the pigment in well, as you don't want streaks in your resin or clumps of paste. Pour the mixture onto the mould all the way up to the top and leave it to cure. Blooper moment. I decided to move my piece and put it on a levying table so that I could have space to carry on working. And of course, I spilt it. I'm such a klutz. Okay, these are cured and ready to demold. Let's check to see if the nail stamp worked. Yay, it does. I'm scratching it to make sure it doesn't peel. And sweet, because it doesn't. So this is going to be even better. I'm so going to do this effect again. Now for the main piece. I got a few bubbles along the edge where the dots were closer to the edge. I should have gone in with a silicone stick, but I completely forgot. But other than that, it looks stunning. Just imagine different patterns and all the different things you can make. I want to top coat this, so I'm going to use the high viscosity J Addiction UV resin, which is perfect for doming, and that way I can also fill in those 3 little bubbles, creating a smoother edge. Use a silicone spatula to help you spread the UV resin, as this high viscosity needs help to get to the edges. Then cure it under a UV lamp. Big thank you to all my subscribers and members. Love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and if you haven't subscribed, do so, as it would make Puppy so happy. Keep watching for the end results. Toodles!